Hello everybody. Long time no see. Hope everybody's been doing well. I am on my way to pick up my best friend Cheryl. We are going to go camping at Tennessee State Park that we've never been to before. We're going to be going to Crockett State Park. I thought I would kind of do a little preliminary introduction here. We're going to go for a couple of nights. It's just a campground. But we are going to be doing primitive camping. And one thing that I found out when I was trying to find out some information about primitive camping at this campground is that most of the videos out there were people who have RVs. So I may add some reviews or opinions, whatever you want to call it, on future videos whenever I go to a campground, because I do not have an RV. I will mention the RV facilities though, but I will kind of give some information for people who just tent camp or car camp. I'm really excited because this is the first thing that I have been able to get out and do ever since I got off the Appalachian Trail. I do have some other ideas in the works, and hopefully maybe later on in the year go back to the Appalachian Trail, and if I can't do a through hike, then I may just section hike. But I'm going to be changing the name of my YouTube channel from Anita's Appalachian Adventure to Anita's Outdoor Adventures, because I like to kayak, I like to camp, I like to hike. So in with those, we'll do some reviews of different areas around for those of you who do not RV. And I just hope you stay tuned. Glad you're along for this ride. Talk to you later. Okay, we have gotten to Crockett State Park, and there's one tent set up right there, and there is one tent set up right there, and the next person that is here is way over there, and the folks that were over here are going home for the night. So if we turn around, there's Cheryl. If we turn around, this is our view of the cliff, and we have a nice little creek. But rain's coming, we got other stuff to unload. I will talk to you later. All right, we are set up. We have set up camp. We have, we've had our dinner. It's raining, so we were not able to build a fire or cook over a fire, so we had some cold food. And anyway, I thought I'd show you a little bit about our campsite. Okay, there's our campsite, and then we have a little embankment here. It comes down. We have this nice little creek area. I'm not going to wade out in the water and show you on down. We've got these cliffs. Beside us. I'm wondering, we're expecting thunderstorms tonight. We're wondering if we're going to hear any of this come crashing down, because it's pretty dead. And then it goes on down this way a little bit. The showers were way on the other side of the campground, of course, because we're in the primitive section. The thing that got us is when we got over there, there was no place to park. So we had to pull into an actual campsite parking spot. Oops, hang on. Oh, I can't believe I made that. That was pretty steep, and I've just got on flip-flops. But anyway, we had to pull in there because there was no place to park outside the building. That's the first shower building I've ever seen with no parking at all around it. Alright, see that little raised hill? Don't look like much, does it? Yeah, that little pathway right there beside my car goes almost straight up. And it is very loose rock. So unloading the car and getting everything down here was quite exhausting. However, that building on the other side, that is some bathrooms. No showers, but at least it's flush toilets. So we've got our car camping tents set up tonight. I'm not going to show you the inside of mine because it looks like a tornado hit the inside of it. And I did notice that right after I got my tent set up, I thought I was out from under that dead limb right there. I'm not directly under it, but if it were to break off right here, it might swing down and hit me. So hope the winds don't get that strong because we're in a fairly well protected area. These metal things that are up here in this field, let me show you what the back side of it looks like. Because one side of it's open. And if anybody knows what this is, it's got some kind of electrical stuff up in it. But there's no lights, there's just like some circuit boxes or something. So if anybody knows what that is, comment and let us know. Alright, I'm gonna go see a mosquito. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, settled down for the night. It's about 7:30. Really hope I'm able to sleep tonight. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. We had a dog with a little bit of tummy upset, so I was up a couple of times in the middle of the night, letting him out, checking on him, making sure he's okay. We're gonna have to go find a Walmart or something tomorrow because Cheryl forgot her chair. And I know from experience that trying to sit on a picnic table seat without any kind of back support or anything is kind of rough for a couple of days. So that's not the only thing we forgot though. I forgot my medication. She forgot a couple of food items that she wanted to bring, but that's okay. I mean, we can fix that tomorrow. So we'll probably go do that during the hot part of the day. Please, even though I'm fooling with it, please ignore my Band-Aid. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So I keep hearing fireworks or gunshots or something. I don't know what's around here. Not familiar with this area at all. First time I've ever even been to this town. We're in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. So, here's a good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. Well, we didn't have any bad storms last night, which made me happy. So, the limb didn't fall out of the tree onto my tent. It's kind of cloudy this morning. Having my breakfast smoothie that I mixed up and brought with me. And so, as soon as we get a little more awake, I guess we'll get ready and go find the Walmart and get some more ice for our coolers. Anywho, today I tried out my new stove. The little bit of time I was on Appalachian Trail, the stove I had was that BRS 3000, which has been a great stove. However, on Appalachian Trail, especially the little bit of time I was there, it was very, very windy. And so I noticed that whenever I tried to heat my water, the flame was actually going up only one side of the pot because the wind was blowing the flame so bad. So I decided to get a different stove that might withstand the wind a little better. And after the reviews, I decided to get the Soto Windmaster. So I tried it out first thing this morning. Let me show you what it's got. Okay, so it looks a lot like the other Soto stoves. So what is supposed to make it a little more wind resistant is that this distance from here, let me show you, the pot this distance right here from the pot to this is supposed to be a little bit smaller so that there's not as much space for the wind to be able to capture your flame. And then if you can see right there, it's got this recessed lip, which also helps. And I chose to get the one with the igniter. So let me show you how this works. Just open the regulator till you hear it hissing. There you go. There's your flame, hard to see. Worked really well. It made some coffee for my friend, and wow, it was ready in no time. So I'm feeling positive about that. I will do a little bit more of a review the more I use it. That was just kind of first impressions. That is probably the only thing that I've ever bought for camping or backpacking that I didn't try out before I actually needed it. So, you know, but I also knew we had wood and other ways to make fire. So if we got desperate for heat and water, we had other methods. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go. Get this day going. Later. So we're trying to find the correct trail to Crockett Falls, but look what we found. It's a baby armadillo. I wonder what he's digging up. You finding you some bugs? Are you finding you some bugs? You're kind of pretty. I don't know if you're a pest or not, but you're pretty. Okay, we're gonna go over here and look at the birds. Have a good day. Here I am at the enclosure for the barred owl. Hello, handsome. How are you today? I know you get tired of people looking at you, don't you? Let's see what else we got.
I guess there's something wrong with all of them.
Yeah, they've all been rehabilitated, I think.
This one looks like he's only got one leg. The horned owl looks like he's lost an.
Hello, handsome.
Miss Milo, I'm not a fan of dogs. They're being crowded. Okay.
Let's see. See if I can get a picture. Where you at, Milo? I want to get your pretty eyes. There you are. You guys are all so good looking.
So little.
Yeah. I
Look,
will do
right.
this. Here. Go over there and hold your hand like behind the cage so we can kind of get some. Well, don't put it on the cage.
Look, he's looking at me.
I just wanted him to get perspective how small he is. He is. Oh, he winked at me.
I know, I see him.
Okay, so we've been in this campground for about a day and a half, and we've had a chance to look around and experience what all's going on with the primitive camping area. And most of the RV spots are pretty much like you would expect. There's one campground I think has full hookups, and another one has water and electric only. The primitive sites do not have water or electric. They do have some posts, though, on some of the sites, which I'm assuming are for hammock camping, because it seems to be about what the spacing is. I'll show you those here in a minute. I only have 2 complaints with what I've seen so far at this park. The shower buildings seem to be designated only for that area of the campground because there are no parking. Not even 2 or 3 little spaces outside of the building. It's like it's only for the campers in that particular campground. So for those of us who are in the primitive camping, you would either have to walk, which is a significant distance, to the shower buildings, or drive to them. And if you do that, then you just have to park in an empty campsite if there's one available. So, number one complaint. That's my well, maybe I should say that's my number 2 complaint. Here's my number 1 complaint. I'm going to turn around. This is the parking area. This doesn't look that steep, but it's of such a grade that is very hard on your ankles and on your calves when you're carrying your stuff up and down. One over here I want to show you especially. Okay, this one right here is the one we've used more than any of the others, and notice it is a gravel base, which of course wants to shift on you every step you take, so you just have to hold your breath and hope you don't fall, because you will have your hands full. But look at this one. Look at that. That's almost a 2-foot drop off. And so here you are stepping down way far in this really loose gravel. And you're saying, sure, you could walk around this, but then the fence up there doesn't have any openings in it. So you're pretty much SOL. You have to walk twice the distance. But these are some of the designated campsites. That one over there is campsite number 1, 2, 3. We're over here with 4. And I think there's a total of 10 all the way around. And I've showed you our campsite. I'll go over here and show you one of these others. Ours does not have the posts for hammock camping. So I'll go over here and show you the posts and see if that's what you think they are as well. It doesn't state on their website. Okay. So here we go. Here's a post there. A post there. Whole row of them right down through here. I thought at first it might be a fence, but some of them in some of the other campsites are arranged in a way that you would have actually a tiny little fence inside the campsite. We're over here by a creek. It's a very cold creek. It feels really good and it's fairly clear. All of the people that we have encountered here that work here have been super, super sweet. I would definitely recommend it to anybody. But if you're going to do the primitive camping, just know you're about 100, 150 feet from your campsite at the closest location. And then you have to deal with that gravel incline going up and down to your car. So if mobility is an issue for you at all, I don't know what to tell you. But it's a beautiful day. It rained last night. It's cooled off today. We had our lunch. I'm going to go over here and sit down and take a load off later.